CWR Breakfast
with Phil Upton.
Follow it all right here on BBC CWR. Now, Easter holiday's done. Weekend is coming. Lots going on this weekend, not least of which in Cov. We've got, Eid for a start, as Ramadan comes to an end. When's that? Friday night, Saturday? When Eid comes to an end. Vaisakhi celebrations in the city this weekend as well. And if you're looking for stuff to do at home, as ever, around this time, on a Thursday morning, we catch up with Stratford-upon-Avon movie critic Victoria Luxford. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us again this morning. 3 film recommendations, something to watch at home, something to watch maybe all curled up as a family. But we always start with your recommendation of something that's at the cinema this weekend. What have you gone for here?
My best of cinemas this week is Missing in cinemas Friday. It's a thriller about a teenage girl who uses all her online skills to search for her missing mother.
Hi, this is Grace Allen. Please leave a message.
Mom, where are you guys?
What is your emergency?
My mom never came home from her trip. I don't know where she is.
Sounds like edge of the seat stuff there, Victoria.
Yes, absolutely, and it's very good. Told in an unusual way. We see everything through a phone screens and computer screens, so it's a bit like the modern version of sort of found footage movies from a few years ago. So quite an inventive and quite a tense thriller. Lots of twists and turns. If you're a fan of those sort of detective trail movies, you'll love this.
It's Missing, and it is out in cinemas in Coventry and Warwickshire from tomorrow. From the cinema to something we can watch at home. Victoria, what have we gone for here?
My best of home is Butch, Cassidy and the Sundance Kid on iPlayer now. It's a classic western starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford as outlaws on the run after a heist goes wrong.
Dynamite's ready, Butch.
Well, that ought to do it.
Think you used enough dynamite there, Butch?
Most of this is true, and all of it blazes with action. You've never met a pair like Butch and Sundance.
Oh, man. Listen to that trailer again from the original release back in the 1960s. I mean, that really dates it, doesn't it, there, Victoria?
Yes, it's late 60s, I think, 1969, but just brilliant, isn't it? It's just one of the most successful films of the 60s, 4 Oscar wins. It feels like every scene, you could pick anything out there, and it's a classic. I think Paul Newman and Robert Redford are one of the best duos to ever share the screen, really. I think they just had such great chemistry as a duo on screen, and even 50 plus years on, it sets the standard for what I think a Western can be. Great stuff. If you haven't seen it, catch up with a classic. If you have seen it, put it on iPlayer and relive it again.
Yeah, on the iPlayer this weekend, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, as you say, rightly say, an absolute classic, certainly in the Western genre. And finally, something we can all watch as a family this weekend.
My family classic is Monsters vs. Aliens on Netflix now. It's an animated film that sees Reese Witherspoon voice a woman who joins a team of monsters after gaining powers from a meteorite.
We call this an indestructible gelatinous mass.
Hi, I'm Bob.
As you can see, he has no brain.
Turns out you don't need one.
And our latest addition. She's 50 stories tall.
Excuse me?
With enormous strength and size.
What do people scream when they see you coming? You know, like, look out! Here comes
Susan.
Susan! Ooh, I just scared myself.
And this is on, am I right in saying on Netflix, Victoria, yes?
Yes, it's on Netflix now. It's really good fun. Not as well remembered as the Pixar movies of the genre or the big DreamWorks films, but makes fun of those classic monster movies of the 50s in a way that's really entertaining, especially for families. Great voice cast as well. You just heard there Seth Rogen and Hugh Laurie as her allies, and the sort of gruff military voice you heard there was Kiefer Sutherland in a rare animated voice movie. Lovely film, great choice for families.
Good stuff. I had no idea Kiefer Sutherland was in that, so there we are. Learned something there for a Thursday morning. Victoria, appreciate it. Speak again next week. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Monsters vs. Aliens, by the way, like I say, on Netflix this weekend. Just want to update you on the 444 roundabout.